With the San Francisco 49ers hiring Robert Saleh, big changes are expected to come to the 49ers defense. At least that is being reported from Tony Pauline. Now let's get into it. Is this a good thing, or could this be something that maybe 49er fans aren't interested in? We'll see. Let's take a look at the report, and shout out to Steph Sanchez for pulling this. This was a great find. This about the San Francisco 49ers. It says Niners coaches here at Shrine Bowl practices have outlined what the plan is and hopes are for 2025. A major priority will be to increase team speed on defense, specifically in the secondary via the draft and free agency. There is also a cry to be more innovative on defense. The team was criticized for being too vanilla on defense and never moving away from the base package. The belief is they will be a bit more exotic next season and throw in a lot more wrinkles and surprises. Now, if you are a 49er fan and you're still riding high on the news that Robert Saleh will be the next defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, I can guarantee you that this is going to make you even happier to hear. Absolutely. I mean, what is not to like? Faster on defense, specifically the secondary. To me, that sounds like safety. You know, that's why in my mock draft 1.0, I took the Texas safety, Makuba. He runs a 4.33. He is a blazer, and he is a versatile piece who can play safety, who could play nickel corner, who could play a bunch of different roles. That to me feels like a perfect fit for a defense that is looking to get faster, specifically on the back end. And hey, we know safety is the last line of defense. So having a very, very fast safety seems like it makes a lot of sense. We'll see what that actually looks like, but that is a great start. Now, the thing that really gets me excited about all of this is the cry to be a more innovative on defense. Man, I know 49er fans are sick and tired of a vanilla defense where it's just base package, base package, base package. I think one of the biggest coaching trends of 2024 was exotic defenses. The 49ers got eaten alive by them, whether it was Spags, whether it was Flores with the Vikings, and every other team trying to emulate and copy that. Now, not every team was as successful, but a lot of teams threw a lot of similar things at the 49ers, and they just drowned in it. They could not manage it. And just like what you saw in the AFC Championship game, Spags dialing up corner blitzes and all of those things, the 49ers don't have that. They don't have an ability to call the right blitz in the right moment, in the right situation. It just didn't happen. And it's really been a difficult challenge for them the last 2 years. It's one of the reasons why D'Amico Ryans was such a good defensive coordinator for us after Robert Saleh, is he would call the right things at the right time. And that was why the 49ers defense was so good. He was a huge part in that aspect of it, in being innovative and, again, being aggressive. And so when I look at this and, you know, this makes me excited that this is openly being discussed, because this is where the league's headed, especially when it comes to these outside zone schemes that have become so famous with Kyle Shanahan. It just feels like teams have figured it out. Everyone's running a variation of this offense now. So these defensive coordinators are constantly coaching against it. So now there's a new set of rules that need to be developed. You got to be able to counter the counter. So last year was basically the year of the counter of the Kyle Shanahan offense, where the defenses figured it out. And now Kyle needs to get back in the lab and do his role to be able to drop his own counter punches. But the 49ers defense needs to catch up to speed. They need to get with the times. They need to take that next step in that evolution of getting back to being a dominant defense. Yes, having a dominant defensive line is the start, but overwhelming opposing offensive lines with pre-snap looks, rotating into different looks post-snap, that has been one of the key hallmarks of the success of these defensive coordinators, and the 49ers drowned with that last year, constantly getting manipulated and overtaken on the offensive line. It happened every week, and it was really hard to watch because the 49ers didn't have an answer for it. And so if the defense can implement something similar, that is a huge, huge win for the 49ers. And so I personally love that this is just out floating around in the universe. The fact that they're actually talking about it, the fact that they're actually saying we need to get better in this area. This is where we need to improve. And of course, everyone in the fan base sees it, but for it to be actually being verbalized to other football, pundits and media and minds, that's an exciting development. And it again makes me excited for the future of this team, makes me excited for where they're headed. And I'm just really, really excited to see this all come together and come to fruition. And with Robert Saleh at the helm, and who he can bring in, and who he can draft, and who he can sign in free agency. So the arrow is pointing up on the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, listen, I would say this: be confident, be optimistic, don't be arrogant. Let all these fans of other teams that love crapping on the 49ers think we're down and out, think that, oh, they're frauds. We want them to think that. Don't let them talk. All right. If this offseason is about anything, this is my message to the fan base, is let them talk. And we'll just focus on us. We'll focus on our development, what we're building, and our moves. Who cares? Let the Chiefs fans, let them do whatever they need to do. Who cares? Don't worry about them, because if the 49ers make the right moves and they do the right things and make the right adjustments, they're going to be a problem next year. Like, let's be real. If they get healthy at the right spots and make the right moves, and they've already made the right coaching moves, just be patient. So I'm really excited about where this is headed, and don't need to puff your chest out yet. Like, we've been doing a lot of puffing our chests out, myself included, as a 49er fan. Right now, not worried about anyone else. Not worried, like, whatever. Even if they want to talk bad on us, not worried about that, because we see the game plan, and I think we feel where this team is headed. So just be patient, be cautiously optimistic, and I'm excited about this. But you guys let me know what you're feeling in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.